kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Using his legs, it's Glenn. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Turning it on. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert.
Timeout by the offense.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Quick completion to the right. Bust through behind his pad. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
At the 11-yard line. 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolute shank. Missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They'll send the back in motion. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's going to cruise in with this one. It is a touchdown.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Franklin. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This drive will start from the 16-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Going to try to get it himself. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
They go to the ground. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. From the gun, wants to pass. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires on the move. And it's picked off for the third time today.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down.
There he goes. The 40. The 20. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Louisiana Tech. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. And I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The inside handoff. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Look out, he's got room. Gets it past the marker. He's in for the touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll go back to work on offense. Give to the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The offense changing the play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. Not able to pop the big return, and they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. On the move. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
He'll throw on 3rd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Not a chance. Missed it. Just couldn't get a little spark of momentum going there with the miss, and they're still down by 23, fellas.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Sails one into the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
With the catch, it's Glenn. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 10. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that touchdown was massive for the offense. Gives them confidence heading into halftime. But remember, they're going to be receiving first in the 3rd quarter, so they get an opportunity to cut even further into this lead. That was a huge play.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their 3rd sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. Wideouts, no backs. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He'll get rid of it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Punt is in the air. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that looks a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. Quick completion on the out route. Finds a crease at the 20. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. 2nd and goal for the offense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They try to get it outside on the left. And some room to work. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Wide open spaces. The 20. He's at the... Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Tight end now in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Sends it back in motion. He wants to throw it. Got his man on the outside. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout called by the offense.
Tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the 1st half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Quick catch on 3rd down. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to blow up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Wide receiver comes in motion. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Lets him fly. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's not going to make it, stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it up. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Wants to adjust the pattern. On the snap, it's Glenn. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. The handoff keeps working on that clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. A designed run for the quarterback. He's stopped short, and it's 4th down. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big play.
And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Snap in the shotgun. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Zings it complete to the right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the lone running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air on 1st down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Flips it out to the back. At the 45 on its way. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. 2nd and very short here for the offense. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big. On 2nd down, now it's 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Offense in an empty set. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. There he goes. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the 1st down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Cooler 18, base 27 jump. Okay, break.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.